for me, when I watched The Godfather 3, the only thing I could say was that, and I don't think it's a bad thing, but some people say it, is that Michael Corleone felt different than the others. And I always tell people it was done on purpose. The reason why, I mean, at least the way I interpreted it, why he had a different haircut, he had a different demeanor. It was all because he was trying to just legitimize himself, get back to his family, and at the end of it, he
Yeah,
died like a dog, literally at the
yeah,
end. You know, there's
yeah.
and that's
And
what
as
he
he
said.
should, and also because the original script, he was shot on the steps of the
Yes, yes, I
opera
read about
house, not
I
the
read about
daughter.
that. Someone said that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember saying that to Francis, saying to him, "Wow, that's very interesting where you changed the ending and made it." I said it's much more tragic. I said, as a father of two daughters, of course, I would rather die than watch my daughter be killed in front of me, knowing that that's I caused that to happen. Do you know what I mean? And what he said to me was interesting. He says, it was important to me to cause my daughter's, meaning his real daughter, my daughter's death on screen, because by doing that, I think he was somewhat superstitious. It avoids that happening ever to her in life. You know what I mean? I think he thought, because you have to understand also, he had lost a son very tragically,
Yeah.
in a boating accident. And so I think he was somewhat overwhelmed by certain amount of superstition even, and that thing. And I get it, you know what I mean? That whole thing of like, okay, if I actually kill this character on screen, who happens to also be my real life daughter, I've taken away any onus of her dying violently in life. So it's like, wow, okay. And yet also a more effective kind of apropos kind of ending, in the sense of this, you're going to live that life. Things could happen that are going to be more tragic than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, and then
Because you
that
think about it,
yeah.
and Godfather 2, where he basically is destroyed because he knows he was responsible for his brother's death with Fredo. So it was
Yeah,
almost like payback.
he's living with all these repercussions. And
Right,
that cry on the steps. Oh,
right.
that always sends shivers through my spine. Every time I watch it, I always and then he just lives he lives a long life to an old man. That's his punishment at the end of the day.
Right, right,
He didn't get
exactly,
killed by mob gangsters. No, he lived a long, tragic life after his daughter's death. That's the main message.
exactly, and justifiably so. That's and that's the way, that was the right way to end it. I think. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
absolutely.